I am back and I am ready to make these videos for you guys and to give you guys the content that you deserve. You literally deserve this content. So I'm going to give it to you. Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. If you're new, my name is Britney Nicole and I post videos here every week to help you boss up and reach your potential. So I'm back and I'm ready to show you guys content that I've been planning. I've actually been planning my video content since before 2021, actually like a few weeks before. I downloaded Notion, which a lot of you guys have told me about Notion if you follow me over on Instagram. It is literally the best organization tool that I've ever had. It literally just makes organizing your thoughts, organizing your planning, and just having everything in one place so much better. No, this is not a sponsored video for Notion, but I just honestly love it so much. And I'm always so excited to open my Notion to see what is it that I need to be doing, where I'm in my planning, especially in regards to YouTube planning. So I wrote in my Notion all of my YouTube ideas for this month and February, and so it's not like I don't have the ideas, it's just that I need to sit down and actually record it and give you guys what you deserve. So we're here. Today's video is going to be all about TikTok. Now, I've been sharing my TikTok growth journey with a lot of my followers over on Instagram. I've been posting consistently in my Instagram short stories to keep you guys updated. And I've been keeping my Instagram family updated on my TikTok growth, but I have not been keeping my YouTube family up on my TikTok growth. And so that's what we're going to talk about today. Just to give you or show you some screenshots, this is my stats for TikTok in the beginning of November. So in the beginning of November, I had a little over 3,000 followers, maybe closer to 4,000 followers. I think the screenshot here will probably say like around like 3,800 followers. But, you know, from that point on, I was just like, all right, Brittany, you're going to take TikTok more seriously. You're going to be posting consistent content on there and you're going to really find your audience. And so I really took it upon to do that, guys. And I'm going to talk to you all about 3 things that you need to do in order to grow on TikTok and how I was able to grow my TikTok account from November to January from this screenshot of 38-ish hundred followers to this screenshot of over 15,000 followers in 2 months, guys. Like in 2 months, I was able to grow my account by 12,000 followers, and I know that you can do the same. I know that you can do the same because of the tips that I'm going to provide you, and also just being true to yourself. Really, like, before I get into the tips, I just want you to know that none of this growth that I've had on TikTok could have been possible if I was not being true to myself, if I was not being my complete authentic self, and if I was not willing to be open and transparent with my TikTok audience. And so I'm a strong, firm believer that when you are transparent about your journey, you are opening up to your audience and letting them into your world. Of course, like boundaries. So like there might be some things that you don't want to share, but whatever you feel comfortable in sharing that you feel like will present value is definitely key to your growth on TikTok. Let's dive into the tips, shall we? Now, before when I would post on TikTok, it would be very trend heavy. I don't know who I thought I was when I was posting on TikTok, but I was trying to post these dances, and I was trying to like do these things that I thought that TikTok was used for. But it wasn't until I started tapping into the other communities on TikTok was when I realized, okay, I can actually create some real value here. I can actually share some things that are not just these dances. Although there's some very talented people on TikTok with these dances, cannot get them down to save my life. That is a personal problem for me. But I realized that there was a real need for the type of content or the type of things that I was experiencing and me being vulnerable enough to share them. And so I decided to post videos surrounding my personal growth, my personal journey as far as me being an entrepreneur, me quitting my job, me taking more thought into self-care being an entrepreneur, and also me just experiencing being single, right? Like being a single woman living in New Jersey who has her own apartment and who's like still trying to heal from some of those things, and also still trying to run a business, still trying to be the best boss that I can be to my girls that I have on my team, and still trying to just be the best person that I can be to my friends and family. So I became very transparent and honest with my journey, and I started to do a lot of kind of like mini vlogs, a lot of mini vlogs that kind of just showcase my life, showcase some of the things that I like. So home decor is definitely something that I like. And so in doing those things was when I was gradually starting to build my audience. But there are a few things that you need to do before you start posting content willy-nilly. You know, and we're gonna really dissect these three things. The first thing is find your niche. With any social media platform, you really need to find your niche. Not saying that you have to be pigeonholed to that niche, but I've realized that my niche when it comes to TikTok was kind of just like breaking the boundaries of the hustle mentality that we have as entrepreneurs or as girl bosses, and infusing more importance of self-care, taking care of yourself, and really just showing yourself grace. And so for me, I found that my niche is kind of merging the gap between two worlds of self-care and hustle culture that we have, and really just showing that you can be a boss, but you can also take care of yourself and implement self-care. And so that's my niche over on TikTok. Another thing that you have to do, so number two, you have your niche. That's number one. Number two, what you have to do is understand the TikTok trends and the songs that are happening. This is more specifically as it relates to the trending hashtags on TikTok and the trending songs on TikTok. So some of the hashtags, if I felt like it wasn't correlating with the video that I had, I did not force it, I did not use it. But songs are different, right? If I saw a trending song that I actually liked, I would use that song and put it over my TikTok video just so I can show up within the videos that are underneath that trending song. And so you always want to make sure that you are using some type of trending audio, because that's really going to help you get discovered on the For You page, because you are still involving yourself in the trends, although you might not be using the trending hashtags. So that's tip number two. Definitely make sure that you are using anything trending, whether it be the hashtags or the sounds or a combination of the two, because that's going to really make sure that you're reaching your ideal audience as well. My last tip here before I open it up to answering your questions that you submitted on Instagram is to use hashtags in your posting. So a lot of people mess up because they use hashtags that are, not specific to their video. So they use hashtags that are hashtag FYP or hashtag for you. And, these hashtags used to be good early on when TikTok was still kind of just like new and still developing, and that's how you got on the For You page. But now the algorithm has changed slightly to the point where you have to use hashtags that are more so catered to the type of content that you're posting. And so if I'm posting something that is relating to self-care, the type of hashtags that I'm going to use are self-care, wellness, maybe like girl boss, those kind of hashtags you want to use if you want to reach more of your ideal audience, and also if you just want it to be showed to multiple people, right? And so that's always the goal. Like, you always want to be intentional about not only the content that you're putting out, but the type of hashtags that you're using and the type of trending songs and sounds that you're using. And so this is really what was fundamental for me. A last tidbit that was fundamental for me was engagement. Like, when people are commenting under your videos, you want to comment back. Like, you need to comment back, you need to interact with them, because that's how they get to know you, and also that's how it boosts your engagement and pushes you further on the For You page. I never understand when people get influxes of comments on their content and they do not speak to their audience, they do not talk back. I just feel like that's such bad practice. And also, what is it for you to respond back? I mean, I just can never understand that to me. But you always want to be focused on community first. So your content is serving value. Now your audience has questions surrounding your content, or maybe some of the things that you have in the background. You just want to also just make sure that you're a resource. So just comment back to them. Say thank you. There's nothing wrong with just saying thank you. If they're asking for links to certain things that you have in your background, or certain tools or things that you're recommending, submit them links. This really helped to drive my traffic on reward style, which, if you are not familiar with reward style, it is how you get commission based off the products that you have on there. So if someone asks me, oh, like, do you have a link to your couch? I will provide them the link that I created through reward style. If they decide to purchase said couch, I get a commission on that sale. And so it's been really helpful with driving my reward style traffic there, which was completely non-existent before I started to really pour into my TikTok audience. So yes, these tips are so important. I'm gonna start talking about the questions that you guys submitted on Instagram, so I won't be like rambling on about things that you did not ask about. But I did want to mention those tips first because I felt like they were so important and so instrumental in my growth on TikTok. Okay, so first question is how to reach more people on TikTok. I kind of already answered this question, but basically you reach more people by using the trending sounds. So making sure that you're using the trending sounds and audio in TikTok. Make sure that you're using the trending hashtags only if they relate to your content. So if the hashtags do not relate to your content, you do not have to use them. Instead, use some hashtags that are more in line with your content, because that's going to help you just get more of your targeted audience. And thirdly, make sure that you are using hashtags in general, right? So use hashtags that are more so geared towards your content, and then you will reach more of your target audience. Also, how you reach more people, as I mentioned, you have to make sure that your engagement is on point. Make sure you're commenting back, make sure you're answering people who comment on your videos, because this is going to help you push your videos further on the For You page. Also, if you want to look at some pages that you're trying to mirror or that you get inspiration from, look to see like what are some of their performing videos. Personally, for me, I know that whenever I do like these mini vlogs where I'm showing like what I'm doing in the day, what I'm eating, and I'm showing like kind of just like my morning routine, it performs really well for me. And I've seen other videos similar to that, which is how I've kind of like understood how that works on TikTok. But definitely do your research there and look for other videos that you feel like fall in line with what you want to do, and try to mirror it, but also be as original as possible. Like, you don't want to copy someone's video verbatim, but use it as inspiration to fuel you for your videos. So the next question that I got was, how do you decide what's good shareable content with your audience? So this, I feel like, is a trial and error, right? And so in me being on TikTok and me being a part of this journey, I've been posting TikToks, I want to say at least since the summer, right? So before I started this growth journey, and looking at those videos, which were, you know, me doing these dances, me trying to like hop on trends, and me showing maybe like fashion, I just realized that although those videos are great and people have pages that are awesome, I just realized that doing fashion transitions and those type of things just wasn't me. I just felt like it wasn't me, and I felt like when I did it, I wasn't really adding any real value, right? Because I know that what I wear, although I like to think that I dress very nice, but it's not really something that I'm passionate about speaking about, and not really something that I'm passionate about to do for content. And so really just figure out what it is that you're passionate about. Through this quarantine, I've figured out that I'm passionate about home decor and self-care, but also passionate about being an entrepreneur, right? And so I was like, how can I bridge this gap? But when it comes to creating shareable content, think about what you deem as valuable and resourceful. When you think about your video concept, think, what will this person get from this? Like, will they feel excited? Will they feel inspired, empowered? Even from my mini vlogs that I do, you would think like, oh, like what do people feel from mini vlogs? But people literally comment and tell me like, this inspired me to wake up this morning. This inspired me to do some work. This inspired me to have a great day. And so it's those things that people get from those videos that I put out there. And so kind of do like a trial and error, right? Like put out a few different videos that surround your overall passions, see how people resonate with it and see what the overall feedback is, and use that as a kind of like a starting point for you to figure out what you should be doing more of versus what you should be doing less of. Kind of have to like do your own research and like do your own like A/B testing, but when you do this, you figure out more of like what to give your audience versus giving them stuff that they just did not ask for. So another question that I got was TikTok topics to research for content inspiration. So there are a few things that a few ways that you can do this, right? So typically what I do is, I spend some time just like scrolling through TikTok, and the videos that I feel like I have gotten inspiration from, I either like heart them, so I like them just so they can show up in my like section, or I favorite the ones that I absolutely love the concept and want to try something similar. And so I feel like it's pretty hard to find TikTok inspiration outside of TikTok, just because I feel like TikTok has just like a specific format that you don't really see anywhere else. Not even really on IG Reels, because most of the IG Reels are people reposting their TikToks. So I feel like finding your inspiration within TikTok, maybe do like some hashtag research and type in like hashtag girl boss and see what videos are coming or what types of videos are underneath there, and see which videos you are compelled to kind of just like recreate or put your own spin on it. Also, I feel like I love to scroll through TikTok for inspiration for the sole purpose of figuring out what sounds are trending as well and how they're trending within certain videos. So I like to see like how people are putting the sound together with the concept, and I like how to see like how everything is just like flowing. So be sure to do that too. You can favorite the sounds that you like, and this really helps for me because I'm able to favorite the sounds that I like. And so when I'm ready to recreate a video after I edit it in InShot, all I have to do is pull that video into TikTok and then go in my favorite sounds and add that sound over the video, and it just makes the process so much more simple. 10 out of 10 recommend, guys. Like, definitely don't overwork yourself, but that's how I find inspiration on TikTok, and that's how you can definitely do the same. I don't know how to make a video or where to start. So the misconception for making videos is that you have to make the video inside of the app. Guys, I'm here to tell you that your life will be so much easier if you make the video outside of the app. This goes for Instagram Reels and for TikTok. I personally don't make any videos inside the actual platforms unless they're more so like sit down, talk through videos like this, where I can just like stop it and start it. It doesn't involve like editing. But besides that, any videos that involve editing, I edit outside of the platforms. So one of the apps that I like to use is InShot. InShot makes it so easy for me to piece together my clips, for me to edit. Also, one of the things that I like to do first is kind of grab the sound off of TikTok so that I can follow the sound as I'm editing it and overlay it. And so a good way to do this, you can either like, what I typically do is like record myself using the sound, and then I'll post it, but post it privately so that the video is downloaded to my phone and I can just put that video in InShot, extract the audio. It sounds so hard, but I promise you it's so easy. Extract the audio and then delete that clip, but then put my regular clips that I want to actually play over that sound in InShot. So I do all of my editing in InShot. The only other thing that I do is after I edit my video in InShot, I bring it over to the Teza app, and that's when I add my filters. And so all of my videos pretty much have the same filter. I use either like the mood filter or the vintage filter in the Teza app, and then what I do is add the vintage film over it, and it just helps to add more of a vintage like boho aesthetic to my TikTok videos and to my videos in general. And this has been kind of like the easiest way, the easiest method for me to edit videos. So don't stress yourself out by trying to record and edit videos inside the platforms, whether it be Instagram or Reels. Definitely find alternate solutions to editing videos. So whether you use InShot, iMovie, Prequel is a good one, but definitely edit outside of the app. It will save you so much time, so much headache, and you will not regret it. Next question is, what hashtag strategy would you use for TikTok? So it's not really a hashtag strategy because the character count in a TikTok caption is very minimal. You can't really use that many hashtags or even just say that many words in there. It's more so being intentional with the hashtags that you use. And so if I'm posting a mini vlog where I'm taking you through my day, maybe the hashtags that I would use are morning routine or motivation, more so of those like shortened hashtags. So it's not like Instagram where you have to be very niche with your hashtags, right? Like in TikTok, I can use hashtags that already have millions and billions of views, and that will work in my favor, not work against me. Definitely use hashtags that are relating to the video. I would say maybe use at least like 4 hashtags per video. And so 2 hashtags that are from similar groups. So maybe those hashtags would be girl boss and entrepreneur. I would link those together. And then 2 hashtags that are also from the same group. And so maybe that would be self-care and wellness. And so when you use them together, it serves to be more powerful, but also you're being more intentional and it's speaking directly to the type of content that you're putting out. And so it just makes sense to the TikTok algorithm. So be sure to do that and think strategically in that way when you're making your TikTok content and before you post it. I really hope these TikTok tips were helpful. I am so excited to continue to keep you guys posted on my journey and just to continue to grow on there as well. I really love my TikTok audience. I feel like they just get me and they just let me be my authentic self rather than Instagram where, you see so many watered down versions of people and there's just so many people telling you to do this, telling you to do that. I mean, that's just a whole nother story within itself. But I love TikTok. I hope that you decide to make a TikTok account if you have not already, because video is truly the way of 2021. And I really just want you to understand that the way that you grow your audience sometimes on certain platforms is to grow outside of the platform. Just like here on YouTube, I literally, in growing my TikTok audience, I've been able to grow my subscriber count on YouTube, and it could not have happened if I didn't put myself out there and didn't give my all to video content and start creating valuable, meaningful content with my thought process of community first and how I can better serve you guys. So thank you so much for being a part of this community. Thank you so much for just like riding with me, just like supporting me. You guys are so amazing, and I'm so excited to talk with you guys in the next video. Bye.